Speaking of what he's looking for, what I believe to be the case here for Spencer Rattler is looking for a comeback. And South Carolina hoping he's the difference maker at QB. They have sorely needed, hoping the Gamecocks are the remedy for what ailed him at Oklahoma. And together, the two hope to write Rattler's comeback story after a chapter that fell flat in Norman.
Spencer's proven that he can win championships. You know, he won. The last time I checked, he's undefeated or 15. He's won his last 15 games as a starting quarterback, if I'm not mistaken. And he brings great leadership and talent to the position. But it's not on all Spencer; it's on everybody around Spencer to elevate this offense. He'll be the first to tell you he's got a lot to improve on, but we're headed in the right direction, not just with him, but with everybody around him also.
So interesting what a difference a year makes. I would also say this, Andre, listen, if you're a fan of college athletes and college athletics, you want to see this ship get righted. You know, you want to see this have a different outcome and not be the end of the story here. But can Spencer Rattler return to the form in South Carolina that left him a Heisman preseason favorite last season?
I think so. The question is, does he have enough talent around him, Wendy, to kind of elevate this South Carolina program? There's a lot of pressure because you're talking about when you bring in a guy like Spencer Rattler. He was rumored to be a Heisman Trophy candidate last year, rumored to be one of the top picks if he had a magical season and came out when he was at Oklahoma last year. But there's a lot of pressure when you bring a player of that caliber with the expectations. Pressure from the fans and within. The two go hand in hand. Expectations and pressure go hand in hand. And can he match it? Sometimes I think that it's a lot of it's self-inflicted by Spencer Rattler.
Yeah, you think about it. I mean, out in Oklahoma, he didn't have one car. He had two car deals at the same time. And then the pressure gets to him in Norman. And you have to know that in the SEC and the SEC East, there's a lot of people that are saying, you know, maybe South Carolina can knock off of Georgia early on in the season. There's a real chance for South Carolina, as they've been so much in putting Spencer Rattler forward, and can he take this offense to the next level? You know, there's a chance that they're 2-2 coming out of their first 4 games to draw Georgia, and then of course you got Arkansas, who's thought to be one of the top teams out of the West Division. That's not an easy slate to open up the season with, and you heard Coach Beamer say it's not all on Spencer. Well, these other guys got to step up. They got to step up big relative to what we saw from South Carolina last year. They got to bolster Spencer Rattler up. He might want to lay low heading right into the early weeks of the season.
I was just going to say that, guys. You know, sometimes when you have injury and you're on the sideline, or in this case, you have a challenging year, you know, you hear guys talk about how much more they appreciate things. Maybe take a step back, lay low to your point, Matt, and see what happens. You start putting those W's in the win column, it'll all sort itself out.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.